Today we're going to talk about a path that you will not find on any map. It's a story literally carved into the Mexican landscape by two Mennonite communities, and it shows us how they built this incredibly powerful connection across what seemed like an impossible distance.
And this is it. This single sentence is where the whole story really kicks off. Think about it. These words sent across hundreds of miles of just brutal, harsh terrain. It's so much more than a nice sentiment. It was the seed from which this amazing bond was going to grow, a real declaration of unity in the face of total isolation.
So picture this. It's a spring afternoon in the Manitoba colony up in Chihuahua. The bishop there, Isaac M. Dyke, sits down to write a letter. And he's writing to a newer, much more isolated colony way down south in Durango, a community he knows is really struggling.
But this was way more than just a letter. It was this profound act of just seeing them. Bishop Dyke didn't just send us thoughts. He sent actual help. That letter traveled south with a wagon packed to the brim with seed and flour. It was a real, tangible gift of support.
And then, 2 weeks later, that physical link arrives. Can you just imagine seeing this dusty, sun-bleached wagon rolling into your tiny settlement, driven by a farmer named Peter Enns after this long, hard journey? I mean, that wasn't just a wagon. That was hope on wheels. And I love the simplicity of this moment. That's it. 2 greetings and a handshake. There were no big speeches, no ceremonies, just this quiet, powerful moment of connection that instantly built a bond between them.
Later that night, as they're all sharing a meal, you start to get why these communities are so resilient. Their host, Daniel Reamer, he lays it out for them. He says their survival isn't just about farming and tools. No, it's built on communication and a shared faith, which, when you think about it, is exactly what that wagon's journey was all about.
Okay, so that first gift of seed and flour, you might think that was just a one-time thing, right? A nice gesture. Well, it wasn't even close. It was actually the first step in creating something so much bigger, this unique sustainable trading system, an economy built not on money, but on pure trust.
And check this out. Their system of trade was just brilliant. Look at what they were exchanging. Yeah, it starts with practical stuff, flour for butter, lamp oil for cloth, but then it evolves into something way deeper. They started trading human resources, the wisdom and experience of the elders from the north, for the strong young hands from the south needed for the harvest. This was a system that sustained them in every possible way.
You know, the whole philosophy behind this was summed up perfectly by one of the community elders. He explained that their identity, what made them a people, it wasn't defined by some random lines drawn on a map,
but by the bonds between them. Their community wasn't a place. It was a living, breathing relationship. It was something they had to actively maintain through intentional connections, just like that very first wagon journey.
And of course, this connection wasn't just about economics. It was deeply spiritual. And this was really embodied by a traveling preacher, a man named Abram Newdorf, who made that same long journey from Chihuahua down to Durango.
And speaking out in the open air, his sermon just got right to the absolute core of their relationship. He wasn't just preaching a sermon, he was reminding them that no matter how many mountains or plains were between them, they were one people, they were part of each other.
So by the time fall rolled around, all this constant travel, the wagons going back and forth, had worn a real, visible trail into the rugged land. And this path, this physical result of their bond, it pretty quickly earned a very special name. They didn't call it the Chihuahua Durango Road or anything like that. They called it the Brother Path. And that name, that says everything, doesn't it? It wasn't just a route for wagons. It was the physical proof of their spiritual connection, built one journey at a time.
This path became their lifeline. It was a ritual. Every single month, 2 wagons would set out, one from the north and one from the south, and they carried the essentials, bread for the body, news for the mind, and that quiet, unspoken strength that held their 2 separate worlds together as one. And all of this brings up a really simple but profound question. A question that a young girl named Elena actually asked out loud as she watched one of the wagons disappear down the path. Why? Why go through all this trouble? Why make this long, difficult trip month after month?
Her father's answer is really the powerful lesson at the very heart of this story. It teaches us that faith and community, they aren't just passive ideas you hold in your head. They are active commitments. They are gifts that we have to choose to carry to one another again and again down whatever path lies between us.